Okay, so to create a continuous carousel, so this is a carousel that looks like it has been split into sections. So when the user scrolls through it, it just looks like it's one big image basically. So this isn't a video, although you can animate these if you want to. But what we're going to do is go and create the image first. So you need to go outside of Canva to finish this bit, but we can start the design in Canva. So we are going to go and create, and we're going to create a custom size. So the custom size will depend on how many slides you want. So for 3 slides, you're going to go 3240, and it's 1350 height. If it's 4 slides, it's 4320. If it's 5 slides, it's 5400. So I'm going to do 4 slides, so 4320, height of 1350. So we're going on pixels and we're going to create a new design. So you can see this has brought up a big long thing that we are then going to create. We're going to create 4 different Instagram slides out of that. So the way to get where we know where our slides are, if we go into File, and then we're going to look in our settings, and we are going to add guides. So just here, add guides. So automatically it comes up with these options, which none of those are the ones that we want. So we're going to go into custom. So we are going to have, I think this is the other way round to how Excel is, but let me check because I keep getting this the wrong way round. Yeah, so I've done it the wrong way round. Let's go File, Settings, Add Guides. So it's 4 columns, 1 row. Okay, so we've got 4 columns and just one flat image. So these little bits in the middle tell you where your dead area is going to be when you are creating. So let's start building this up. So let's go with some bamboo. Let's have a look if we've got any photos of bamboo. Don't know why I've gone bamboo, just let's maybe use this one. Okay. So we are going to set that as our background. I'm going to make it a little bit more transparent just so that we can see the guidelines a bit easier. And then I am going to add in some leaves. So I'm going to go into graphics for this one. So just looking in the free stuff because we're working in the free version. So maybe just, I know these aren't bamboo leaves, but so what we're going to do is start layering things up over where the splits are going to be. So that makes it look like it's one continuous thing. So we'll just pop that up there. Might make that a bit more transparent as well. And then we're going to put another one on there and we'll make that one full colour. Okay, and then we might add in maybe some frames. So not in graphics, we're going to look in the frames button. So let's have a look at just this one. I don't think we have to go too fancy with this. So we can have that on a little bit of a wonky. We can just change that one around, maybe change the position a little bit so the leaf goes over the top of it. We can maybe put that one up there. And can you see I've just got that frame just going into like the join. So what we'll do is we'll make sure that the bulk of this picture is on the right hand side. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. And then this one will be on here. Okay, so let's go and have a look for, because I've gone bamboo, I'm going to go for a panda, not in frames, but in photos. Let's see if we can find, look. Okay. So we pop the pandas into these frames. Yes. So quite a lot of these are pro ones. You're a free one. Not sure if that's actually a panda, but panda. And then we'll go with this one for the last one. Okay. So we might also want to add in some bits of graphics and things. Um, maybe not. Maybe we'll add in some more leaves though. So let's just have a look at some other leaves. These leaves. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll put them over the joins. I'm just going to put it underneath that frame there. There we go. And again, we're going over the join. And again for this one. There we go. So we've now got our image, which can be split into 4. So what we are going to do is download this from Canva. Just download it as a PNG. So if you have got the pro version, if you download it in as high a quality as possible, but on the free version, you don't get the option. And then we need to take another step. We need to go outside of Canva to split it into 4 slides. So I will show you how to do that next. Okay, so now you need to go and find an image splitter. So there are lots of free ones on the internet. So the one that I'm using is the website is splitter.imageonline.co, and it is super easy to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload that image that I have just created. So my pandas go into there, and then it asks me how I want to split it. So I'm going to split into pieces, and I'm going to split, and I think this is the bit that's backwards. So I think we go 4 and 1 here. There we go. So now it is split it into 4 different Instagram posts, but as the viewer is swiping through them, it is clear that they would all link up nicely. So you could have, or if you were a travel agent or something, you might have footprints walking through the sand through your carousel, all sorts of things like that. So then you download it as a zip file, and that will give you your 4 separate images to post as a rolling carousel. So have fun with that. Let me know how you get on. Okay, so now that we've got our presentation, once we finished it, obviously, we're going to put all of the information in there that we want to. We can then look at how we present it. So if we go to the present button, and then it gives you options. So you could autoplay this. So if you were creating something maybe for an exhibition or something like that, then you might just want to autoplay this so you don't have to click through. But I'm going to go into presenter view and present. Okay, so it tells you that you have got your presenter window. So this is where you can use 2 screens so you can keep your notes visible. So you could add notes into your presentation. Should have said that. So let's go back to it. So our home screen, and then we can just click through our presentation as we're talking it through. So it's very similar to PowerPoint in that respect, But the design part is leaps and bounds above, I think. So you get with your presentations, you can add all of the animations in that you would normally add into your graphics if you wanted to. So we can just go and animate. So we could animate our titles. We might be a little bit excited about the annual review, so we might, what should we do with it? Oh, what should we do? Let's tumble it in. There we go. So we get some movement, some excitement. We can add in, let's have a look at stuff that bounces, not in frames, in graphics. And then let's look for animated stuff that is bouncing. Oh, there we go. So we could add in some pretty bouncing dots if we wanted to. So this is, if you were doing your presentation, this is what your viewers would see. And then you would just click through your slides whilst you're talking about what's happened the year before. So there you go. Super simple to use Canva to do presentations. Let me know how you get on.